Just taking the worms out?
Composting food waste is a simple daily chore for Kristen DELANEY and her daughters Kitty and Dakota. The Los Angeles mom puts scraps into a bin where worms break them down into rich soil, which she then uses in her garden.
Like, I've diverted maybe almost 1,000 pounds of food, just like our family of 4. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of snacks.
Starting this year, most of California's 40 million residents will be required to separate food waste for composting in an effort to reduce greenhouse gases that cause global warming. When dumped in landfills and left to rot, food waste emits methane.
But methane pollution, which comes from the breakdown of our food waste, of our organic waste, is 84 times more potent than carbon dioxide.
On the front lines of the compost battle, TERESA English works for a community composting company called Compostable LA. She is part of a team collecting organic waste from 800 households.
When people find out that the food waste going to a landfill is actually creating more greenhouse gas, I think that it can be upsetting.
20% of California's methane emissions comes from our landfills.
When composted, this garbage doesn't emit methane, and it's like black gold for farmers and home gardeners. MONIQUE Figueiredo is Compostable LA's founder.
What we do is we take their scraps, we bring it to one of 11 partner farms, they turn it into soil, and then either the partner farm gets to keep it, it's distributed throughout the community by volunteers, or it goes back to our members to use in their garden beds.
If everyone in California gets on board with composting, it will take a bite out of global warming. California authorities say once they've reached their goal of composting 75% of the state's food waste, it will be the equivalent of taking 1 million cars off the road for an entire year.
Last year, we diverted almost 200,000 pounds of food scraps, and that's just individual households coming together to make a difference. So it's really impressive what collective action can do when everybody does a little bit. It really does add up. For the DELANEY girls, it adds up to an important lesson.
I want them to know where things come from and where things go.
Teaching a new generation to cope with a warming world. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.